Welcome back to Beyond Cancer by David. Going to briefly talk about the brain surgery which I had on the 11th of August. The surgeon, he explained me how they're going to try and get rid of the tumor. What they also told me is that I should do my will. Because getting a surgery at the head, opening up the head actually, there can go so much wrong. So I did my testament. I realized the magnitude of what was lying in front of me, and even worse when I realized that I cannot do anything. Eventually I'm going to lie for 5 or 6 hours on a table, unconscious, and some people are going to fiddle around in my head, and hopefully nobody is going to shiver for a millimeter because they could leave me without voice or the eyesight or leave me a vegetable. So how can you influence the outcome of the surgery? And I draw back on the book of Jon Kabat-Zinn, which I was reading, Healing Through Meditation. I got the lesson that when you go through a moment, a situation in life, it's extremely important in which state you are. I understood through this book and reading other things that I had to be fully confident in the doctors, and the second, have faith in a positive outcome. And that's what I try to do in the hours and 2 days upcoming to the surgery. I meditated, I visualized a positive outcome, how everything would go fine, and I completely gave myself with 100% confidence to the team of doctors here at the University Hospital in Zurich. To that extent, that when they picked me up in the morning, they had given me a pill to actually calm me down already. And I was dragged with the bed through the hospital chambers and then actually down to the surgery, and there was a person with the umbrella. And I took the umbrella and I opened the umbrella and was sitting with the umbrella on the bed, just entering the surgery room. And I remember my father saying, "Is my son aware of what's going to happen? Things come your way, have faith, and that's how you're going to influence the outcome." When I woke up from the surgery, it was around 2-3 hours after the completion of it. And I remember I was completely dizzy, obviously, with all the medicine in there. I couldn't even think or look straight. But I knew somehow that by going in with this attitude, it went well. And once I properly opened my eyes and the doctor came in, and one by one my family and my former partner, he said, the surgery was extremely, extremely favorable. And although there were complications, so for example, they broke part of the bone, which then made liquid enter it. So they had like 30-45 minutes where they had to get rid of the liquid, which was quite dangerous. Overall, he said it was extremely successful. I was there in the intensive care for 2 days. I remember that the first night somebody was crying and shouting, and that person passed away that night. And the next day when the doctor came, I said, I want to be out here. I don't want to sleep here again. And with record time, I was put in the normal hospital room where it was 3 to 4 days. And eventually I think it was after day 3, where I asked for a bicycle to start some exercise. So I have only positive memory of this really, really impactful happening. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, if you're facing something like that, please feel free to contact me. Otherwise, please hit the like button and see you next time.